What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Turf Therapy. So today we're going to go over some particular things that you should look out for and what to expect as your lawn creeps into full winter dormancy. There's a misconception sometimes. People think that the lawn is actually dying. They think their grass is dying. But up here in Maryland, I'm in the cool season zone. Well, really, I'm in the transition zone. My lawn here is a turf type tall fescue mixed with KBG. It just started showing signs of dormancy. So we're gonna go over that. I'm gonna give you some tips on what to expect there. Then also, we're gonna go check on the project lawn. It's been a while since we've been over there. I think it's been about maybe a month, at least a month. It's had to have been a month. We'll go see how his lawn is standing up and what that Carbon X is still doing as far as that big heavy dosing feeding that we gave it back then. And then I need to go and check on my freaking lawnmower blades. I dropped those jokers off I feel like it's been at least a week now. And I was supposed to get them back last week, and it wasn't until the other day I realized I don't have them back. So we're gonna go check on those and see if I can get that back. But stick around. I'm gonna have everything time-stamped in the description below, but I hope that you hang around for the whole video. There's gonna be tons of good tips and some bonus footage at the end that you just don't want to miss. All right, guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2020. It's January 2nd, second day of the brand new year. So I hope you can see, and if you can't, I'm gonna get closer. So I'm gonna show you multiple shots on this. But the lawn is finally showing signs of dormancy. And what I mean by that is about, let's say 4 days ago, when I came out here, I only had spots throughout the lawn that was showing signs of dormancy, and it was mostly the KBG. But now I have more than just the KBG. I actually have the turf type tall fescue that's checking out on me a little bit as well. So guys, I don't want you to be concerned when you start seeing browning out. The lawn is definitely not dying. It's just going to sleep, and it's definitely not fungus. But what we're seeing right here is a natural reaction of what's happening on top. It's conserving its energy and preparing itself to just weather itself throughout the winter. But let's see what our temperatures are looking like this time of the year. When you put your thermometer in the soil, guys, you're going to want to get anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of depth. So right now, our temperature is, what we got there? We got 45. Can you get that in there? 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's not bad, and that's definitely what we got. We're at like 2 o'clock. Right now, that hasn't, I believe that's about right for the average, because it's just been unseasonably warm lately here when we're talking about our lawns this time of the year in the winter. But if you didn't see it from afar, you should definitely be able to see all the brown that's happening throughout the lawn. But we're sitting at 45 degrees, which lets you know that the soil, the soil hasn't even frozen, okay? Another thing we want to check, right? I haven't watered the lawn since I did my final application, and so far right now with our water, we are looking in the wet category. So we've been getting plenty of rain, right? And if your lawn browned out before now, right, I'd say if you weren't getting rain, sometimes you still have to pull those hoses back out and water, guys, if you're not getting rain, because just because it's cold doesn't mean that the moisture level in your soil isn't important anymore. Actually, it's just as important. Think about yourself. I know for me, when the weather is cold, I tend to not drink as much water because it's cold and I don't feel like drinking it. But you actually have more injuries, from dehydration, or because of that tendency not to drink that water when it's cold. So definitely keep in mind that your lawn will probably most likely still need a good amount of moisture. And as you can see, mine is holding pretty strong. Another thing I want to do, guys, is let's see what's going on underneath all of this, right? Because that's what's really important. So I bought this off of Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks, somewhere between 15 and $20. I'll put the link in the description below. So all it is just this little tube blade, and you could really just make this if you wanted to. I mean, sometimes I want to make things, sometimes I just don't feel like it. So pretty cool. You get your little plastic hammer, and then you can just pull you a core real quick. So let's pull us a core, and let's see what we're working with this time of the year. And then let's get a sample from the back. What's interesting is I can see a lot of the new growth still coming in. It's still growing. It's going really slow, but it's still growing. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there's some different areas, like nice little patch right here, that I can tell that that's all new growth. All right, guys, we're back. So we have our plugs that we pulled. These are from the front yard. This is from the parkway. This is from the side piece. What is that? That's nasty. Anyway, so as you can see, I have a healthy amount of topsoil here on my cores as it stands. Like, it's just super healthy. And then if I start breaking it up, right here, you know, of course it looks like clay. That's what we have out here in Maryland. But look at that. So now we're about, let's say, that's an inch down. I'll say this is 3 inches down. And we got some root action here. She's a beaut. She's a beaut. Yep. Root structure. So those roots, I think John Perry would be proud of these roots. They're running all the way through the whole core. And we're talking about over 6 inches deep. What's really cool about this plug puller, it has the measurements on the side, and it's kind of taped off, so you know where this is your guide, you know, as far as how deep you should be going to pull a substantial core. This is the parkway, and let's see what the parkway. We got some. We have root action all the way through the bottom. No. Yeah, there we go. So this is about 1 inch up from the bottom. So I'll give that 5 inches. 5 inches. And then right here, they're really strong. My topsoil looks better in the front, which makes sense. Well, I gave my front more attention than I gave my my parkway. And then it's the parkway, so it has to kind of fend for itself. So this is the side piece. The side piece has some interesting, I don't know what that is. What is that? That is gross. So this is like, so we're at what? Probably 5 inches? Right here, I can see the roots are running all the way to the base. So we're in pretty good shape. And then the topsoil definitely doesn't look as good as the front yard. But one thing that's consistent with this as well is it is changing. Like here, where I have almost changed the first top 2 inches of my soil composition, completely turned it into topsoil, because everything, let me be clear, everything looked like this, which isn't bad because it's nice and moist, but that's what it looked like at the beginning of this season. At the end of this season, this is what we're looking with. So I can see roots are running all the way through the bottom. I'll tell you one thing, this clay definitely looks darker than the others throughout the entirety of it. And I got a pretty whopping core here, guys. And all the way down here, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we got some root action. That's got to be what? 10 inches? Third place, Kenny Cooper. Bro, these stickers are freaking cool. Listen, we're gonna put you here, Kenny. Kenny sent me 3 though, but so I got these other 2 cool stickers right here that he sent me. But this one right here, this is my favorite. I'm gonna do something creative with this, brother. Yeah. But Kenny Cooper, guys, his is literally bigger than ours. Pretty much everyone. I don't think I've seen anyone with a bigger one. And that is his lawn, of course. What did you think I was talking about? Come on, guys, grow up. So if you have a car that's older than maybe 4 or 5 years, you may experience this issue where your lights kind of start fogging out, right? They start to fog out on you. So I saw this quick tip on Nevertheless than YouTube, and I'm gonna give it a try here. It said get some 3M rubbing compound. It said you don't need anything fancier than this micro tile cloth. So we're gonna see if it works. Put a dab of it on this cloth. I'm gonna wipe on and wipe off. It's supposed to be that simple. And we'll see how long it lasts. All right, cool, let's get it done. Wow, right? That is amazing. That's like, guys, that wasn't even a 1 beer job. I don't even know if that was a half a beer job. That took like 10 minutes, literally, if that. Especially with Rob coming in and helping me too. You know, 2 people cut the project in half time. So that was really, really easy. That was a pleasant experience. I don't know how long this will last, but to be honest, guys, it was so easy. This stuff, I believe, was like $10. It's a rubbing compound, right? Light to medium scratches and water spots. And I bet you guys can find all types of cool applications to do with this stuff. So get you a bottle of this if you have issues similar to that. And that's a quick, easy way. Do it yourself, knock it out. It took me not even 10 minutes. And I'll tell you what, if I have to reapply that every month, I'm okay with that. You know, cheap, easy fix. And it gets what you're looking for. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up the front yard, the side yard, the backyard. Now let's go check out the project lawn over at Say. Let's go say hey to Say. Actually, we probably even won't see Say. I'm just gonna see what the status of his lawn was. Remember when we went there, he probably had the worst lawn between his 2 neighbors. Then we did an application of Carbon X. It brought his lawn back. They started to check out way early. We were just rolling into deep fall, and they started checking out that quick. And then his was looking green and plush. It just looked healthy. It was still thin, but it looked healthy. So let's go check out the state of his lawn now. And in addition to, let's see what his neighbors look like in comparison. I don't know what they're doing with their lawns, full disclaimer. I knew they had sod laid in, but I'm just interested to see how they look. Let's go for a ride. Alright guys, welcome back. We are here at the project lawn, and the reason why I'm in the backyard is because this is the best looking part of the yard right now. But as you can see, we still have the thinned out lawn, right? With debris in here that we're going to take care of in the spring. We're going to dethatch this area in the spring, but it's still green. And I think it's still green because it doesn't have to deal with seeing the sun at all. So it looks good back here, but when we come back in the spring, we're gonna pull soil samples. Well, probably around February is when I'm doing my lawn. So I'll come here and I'll get samples from his lawn as well. We'll do the soil samples, and then you can see what his soil composition looks like before we actually get working next year in the spring. But look at this. So this is the neighbor that had the sod installed, and I can tell without even touching it, it took. And his back actually looks pretty good. It's a little high. He left it high. Nothing wrong with that. But you can see his is checking out. He didn't feed his, and it was already checking out. It's finished checking out. It's done. It's gone to sleep. Right here on the side, in comparison to our side that got some food. And I don't know if you can tell, but you can see right along here, wherever it was shaded, it looks like, and it didn't have to get beat down by the sun all day. Because remember last time we were here, Say said what? I'll run that clip.
He was just getting beaten by the sun throughout the summer.
It's getting beat up by the sun all summer. And Say said it was beaten down by the sun, his whole front lawn. But this area is kind of shaded, how the sun falls. And you can see his neighbor is completely dormant, completely gone to sleep. Say, we're still awake over here. So that's why we have this brown tinted hue to the lawn right now, because quite honestly it's checking out. But other than that, it looks like the Carbon X held true, stood up, and it is still feeding this lawn. And we put it together put it to bed with a pretty full belly. And I have no doubt in my mind when we come back here in the spring, guys, it is going to be one of the greenest and thickest lawn on the block, like Jake the Lawn Kid said. Just stay tuned, check back in. I'll send you back over there with Rob. He's gonna give you that bonus footage. Thanks for hanging in there, and I'll see you later. Okay guys, welcome back. Here's the bonus footage. Mark from Lawn Creeps Limited, he recommended that I go and get some protectant clear coat so I could extend the life of this sweet freaking custom paint job I did. If you haven't seen that video, I'll throw the link in the description below, and I'll throw it in the top right corner. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna put a few coats on it and see what that looks like. I went with the gloss, so we'll see what the gloss looks like when we're done. We'll put a few coats on it if we have to, and then we'll go from there. All right, stay tuned. I didn't really worry about using the paint tape here because I actually didn't think it was necessary because it's just a clear coat. I don't think I'm gonna regret it. So this is the first coat. We'll let this dry. It's supposed to be dry within minutes. And then we'll throw another coat on. All right? So we'll throw you in a short break. What's up guys? We got it done. I think I did it in about 4 applications, 4 coats. And it tells you to do multiple applications because you don't want to go too heavy and then it gets all foggy and then it looks like somebody captured a fart underneath glass or something like that. You don't want that, I promise you. So it looks good though. It's already dark here, as you can see. But I got enough light in here where I can kind of pull this shot off. Sorry about if it looks a little off and edgy. But in a future update, I'm getting a light kit. So I'm gonna get a light kit in here and I'll do a lot more content in this garage, even after hours when it's dark, because I need that flexibility to be able to do that due to my job and just how things go from day-to-day actions. So guys, thanks for hanging around to the end. You got the bonus footage and I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh yeah, guys, I got the blades, and they are freaking sweet. You know what was funny? The guy, when I went to go pick them up, well, really when I dropped them off, I bought this brand new blade, the one on the back side. Yeah, so when I went and picked up a brand new blade as well, the guy, they put a sick edge on that. Yes. But the guy, he was like, so you want me to put an edge on a brand new blade? I said, yeah. Is there a problem?
Baby.